Let's talk crochet. Hey folks, it's Mary, aka MercyTriumphs, and this is my channel Slow Crochet. This is episode 051, and today I'm just giving my little weekly update on the things that I've been working on in the crochet world. It's going to be a short one this week because I only have 3 projects and only one of them is completed, but I do live in the United States. We did just come off celebrating Thanksgiving, and so I had my calendar full of family things and I was in the kitchen a lot, so I didn't have as much time as I wanted to work on my projects. As well, the main project that I was working on, quite big, and it's not yet done. Let me just jump into that one real quick. So for the past several weeks, I have been working on my Christmas tree skirt, and y'all, I am getting so close to being done. I was hoping I would get done by Black Friday, by the day after Thanksgiving, but I was not able to. So now my new goal is to finish by December 1st. So we're close. So this is the Silent Night Christmas tree pattern, and I did already go off pattern a little bit. In the original pattern, there are Christmas trees that are worked all throughout these spaces, but I decided to start skipping some spaces and have fewer trees. There's still, I think, 18 trees around, but I thought that that would work better for me so that each little red tree would have its own space to breathe. I'm already planning on going off pattern again because this calls for a button band to be sewn on the edges to make the full circle of the tree skirt, and I've realized it would be a lot simpler if I just did some ties. So I think I can make my deadline of December 1st. I just have a little bit more of the trunk here to do, so that's maybe 5 rows, and then there's a row of edging, and I might go off pattern there too, but I'm getting so close to the end. I'm excited about how this is turning out, and yeah, it's really big. All the single crochet with some post stitches in there. But I will say the post stitches, well, here's the back, it's all tied off. The post stitches are actually a lot better for me because I'm not having to count to 23 or 24 a whole bunch of different times. I can just have it in smaller units. So if I make a mistake, it's not as big of a deal to pull it back out or like recount ad nauseum. I am so excited for this to be done, but this has been taking up a lot of my time. I will say I was concerned that I was going to run out of this red because it was a mystery yarn that I picked up at a thrift store, but I was able to find some more of the exact same texture. Maybe it's a little bit different color. Maybe this one was in the sun a little bit more, but it's the same texture. I'm calling it the same yarn, and this is Easy Care Acrylic by Caron. So this will be my backup if I do run out. Glad to have that, and you'll probably see this featured in another video. Another work in progress is one, I can't even remember if I started it last week or not, but it is a very straightforward corner to corner scarf. I'd never done corner to corner before, but I can thank Crystal over at Bag a Day for it. And this is how this one is coming along. This is going to be a donated scarf. I already have a hat to match it. And this is made of I Love This Yarn in the colorway Eddington Ridge. And you can see this was a Hobby Lobby clearance yarn. So I haven't gotten very far on this skein, and the scarf is already a good length, but this is a great thing to work on when I'm not thinking too much about projects, and I can just put myself on autopilot and maybe watch a show or listen to something and really be able to focus and let my hands work on this. So another project that hopefully I'll get finished this week, but not really a time frame on that either. I did have one finish this week, and I got it done before my cooking really ramped up, and I'm glad I got it done because this will start to come into play as December rolls around. I finished my herringbone hat. Now, I think herringbone seems to be having a moment right now. I've seen several people have it pop up. The pattern itself has popped up in Ravelry and some new things, and I think Crystal was mentioning it as well. The pattern I used, and I'll tell you why I chose this one. The pattern I used was not in English, but I have it linked below if you want to follow along. What I liked about it, though, was it started in the round at the top, and it worked its way down. So I am definitely always going to prefer a top-down hat. I really like other forms of hats. I like the look of them, but I'm most comfortable just going top down. So that's why I liked this particular tutorial, even though it wasn't in English. It took a little bit of extra brain power, but I think the effect was worth it. And at the end, I just did that reverse crab stitch. So that is using the Red Heart retro stripe. The rest of this is just Red Heart white and Red Heart black. And I did use a size I, a 5.5 millimeter hook for it. And I think now my hair's a little bit fluffy today, but this is how it turned out. So I absolutely love it. I think it's fun. I think it's cheerful. It feels so good to have a project done, especially something like this that does take a little bit of concentration. Not a lot, but the effect is definitely worth it. I do want to play more with color work in the future. That's something that I feel like I can stretch into right now. I've gotten into a good rhythm with this art form that would challenge me without being too laborious or too overwhelming. You know, you still want your hobbies to be refreshing. It's kind of like when you have a good workout and you've pushed yourself just enough where you feel good. Like it was hard, but it was good. I don't want my hobbies to ever be in a place where I'm just solely feeling challenged. Like I don't want to be stressed out by things that are supposed to bring me rest and joy. And that's what this hat was. This brought me a lot of rest and joy, and it was so lovely seeing it all come together. So I think I really do want to push in and do a bit more color work in the future. But not until my Christmas tree skirt is over, y'all. There are so many things that I'm looking forward to working on in the near future, and I thank you so much for being along with me as I ramble on about things I'm crocheting. Let me know in the comments below, are you working on any